Well, it looks like 2026 isn't getting off to the best start when we're talking about weather on Thursday. Freezing rain is expected to affect parts of the Columbia Basin and Northeast Oregon.
New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells you what drivers need to know to stay safe on the roads.
The week after Christmas is one of the busiest travel times of the year, and it looks like it could also be one of the slipperiest. And that's because New Year's Day is forecasted to have freezing rain, under 1/100th of an inch to be exact. And that may not sound like a whole lot, but our weather team says that it doesn't take a ton for conditions to affect drivers.
And the tricky thing about it is when it's on the roadways, it looks like rain. So like if you hear about black ice, the tricky thing about black ice is that it just looks like a wet spot on the roadway. But in reality, it's a slick spot.
Freezing rain happens when the air and ground temperatures are at or below freezing. But precipitation still falls as rain instead of sleet or snow. Even the slightest bit of freezing rain can make roads slippery, especially on bridges. The Washington Department of Transportation says that if it looks like things are going to get slick, they're ready to make sure all highways and state routes are safe to drive on.
We will have trucks out patrolling, keep an eye on the roads, checking weather on an hourly basis, so we are ahead of it. And if we need to, we can go pre-treat or actually start de-icing if needed.
And just like in any rough weather, drivers are advised to give vehicles in front of them more space and to stay alert and pay attention to what other drivers are doing.
I mean, it's a holiday, so there's going to be a lot of people out. If you see these trucks out running and they got their strobe lights, they're out there for a reason. So if they're seeing these trucks, you know, there is a potential that there could be some slick roads.
And of course, make sure to slow it down. Reporting from Pasco, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
The freezing rain is predicted to start in the afternoon on Thursday in the Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Hermiston, as well as other parts of the Columbia Basin and Northeast Oregon.